Hello and welcome back to Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and when we last left off, things weren't exactly looking very good for us in Prague, weren't they? Because Adam Jensen continues to piss off all people around him, including some important figures like our director and also our direct superior. Never mind the fact that we also pissed off McCready, no doubt, and also our only friend within TF29, that is the forensic expert. But regardless, before we can find some answers that will be waiting for us in Switzerland, presumably, we need to finish our police investigation we also involved ourselves in for whatever reason. I guess then we start with this here right away and see what we can do. Hopefully something decent, yes? Yeah, and I don't believe our TF29 credentials will be valid for very long because Miller gave us our very last chance. So if we botch this operation as well, then we have plenty of problems. And we already ventured to this apartment, I think, or at least this building for one of our missions. Yeah, what are we actually looking for before we continue? Yeah, we need to talk to the murder suspect, and also occurred to me in between episodes that if he's heavily augmented, it also means, of course, he doesn't have any fingerprints, right, to leave on the victim's body. I think so, at least. Maybe we can ask about the neighbors here. Maybe. We could know something. I mean, we already cracked open the storage lockers. Is there any chance one of this is, yeah, Johnny's? Maybe? Well, we were here certainly at one point, but I simply don't remember. I'm sorry. Must have been somewhat important though, I think. Yeah, right. Okay, so cleaning supplies, that's not very suspicious. And if we take a look at the modus operandi again, just to refresh our memory here incidentally, I do believe it was poisoned, strangled, and also with an EP grenade all at the same time, which doesn't make much sense to me, does it though? I think it was all the story items here someplace. Augment, okay. Where was it? We have it in our inventory, I'm hoping, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, was drug? With what type of drug we don't know. I don't think that can be of any importance really. It was just someone wearing a coat, I guess. Actually, it could be, right? Come to think of it. But regardless, so it's not in this locker, presumably. Did we already look for here? Well, if we did, then very thoroughly by the looks of it. Probably. Credit cards, huh? I'm not quite sure who we are stealing from, but these people don't care, so it's good with me. Yeah, locked and nothing inside. Thanks for the game. Yeah, nothing in the trash, right, except for some mold growing here, I guess. Oh no, it's actually candle wax. Okay, that's interesting. Alrighty. And this is permanently open by looks of it. Okay, have you seen anything? Are you a neighbor by chance?
Máte štěstí, že vykřičená čtvrť nikoho nediskriminuje. No, teda většinou. Hlavně jestli máte kredity.
Okay, so thanks for that.
Other countries, they send all the degenerate clanks to Prague because they don't want to pay for them. They don't want to take care of them.
I'm not sure this is true. I think many people were joining the forces in Prague because it was heavily incentivized before the Oak incident, of course. Hello there.
Leave me alone. I don't need any more people asking me questions, wanting to know where I'm going and who I spoke to. I don't speak to anyone anymore.
I'm sorry, lady. Must be the cops they're talking about. And this video is old news, and we're still being blamed for murder we didn't commit. Well, it sounds familiar, doesn't it? I'm not sure we can find this apartment very easily. I guess we just start looking. Up the stairs we go. Only... Oh, actually, did you say anything by chance?
Nechte mě bejt.
Okay, so the same thing, just uncheck this time around. Okay, alrighty then. So which apartment this is? Probably not the cleanup supplies. There's someone in here. We also learned something about the orchid, but other than it being some type of poison, we're not quite sure what it could be. But we have the antidote, actually, don't we? Oh yeah, I keep remembering this thing, sorry. We do have it, right? Must be story item. Yeah, what is the antidote? What is the orchid? Oh, that's the needle, of course. Enzyme, okay. We hope. Well, even Life didn't test this apparently. Okay, good to know. Hopefully you don't have to try it. Yeah, this was the other apartment. don't think it's one of those locked ones because there's someone on the lower level. That could be him. I guess if it's not too hard, then we try that. Maybe it's only level 1, incidentally. I don't think it's related to our investigation, but it could happen, I guess.
Access granted.
Oh. Oh. Okay. It looks like surveillance equipment to me. So what were they looking for? This is Peter Berg, I believe, right? That was the guy in charge on Rifleman Bank Station. Have a great day. Well, thanks for that. Also that here, incidentally. Yeah, surveillance equipment, but for what purpose and by whom? We're not quite sure yet. Now, granted, we don't use this very often, and they have a clean shot on our... No, they don't, right? At least not from here. The physics engine, man. Okay, some candles here. Open flame. That always seems like a good idea. Hopefully this packing material isn't flammable. But, okay, yes. Server, really? Okay, that's interesting. It's even stranger than I thought it was. There's an unlocked computer here and a very empty kitchen. Alright, well, call him intrigued then, friends. Business account. Oh. Well, there we go. Now that we will make our way into vote number B, presumably. Okay. Former employees of some company, and because they augmented, they were fired, I guess. Well, I have no idea what this could be about, to be honest. It is why we should be involving ourselves in yet another investigation. Probably. Well, was interesting regardless.
Access granted.
Although breaking into random people's apartments is pretty low even for Adam Jensen.
Is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government.
Well, this certainly is a regular person living in a regular apartment, but they're also reading the underground newspaper. So I guess... Fine. Fantastic. And apparently this underground newspaper is distributed for free, as you would think. Okay, a photo studio, I think. Something like that.
Around the world. Tigers News. Always watching. Because you are always watching.
Okay, they also have a secret area back here, as it turns out, weil it would be very rude even for Adam Jensen.
I am joined by the head of the Department of Sociology.
Maybe it's related to the surveillance equipment on the other side. Yeah, it could be, but this apartment is certainly a lot cleaner. Unfortunately, I cannot read the papers back here.
When it is passed. And it's a pleasure to speak with you too, Eliza. Listen,
Well, evidently we could, but why?
The Restoration Act is a step backwards. A devastating blow against basic human rights. Social justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture.
This is almost a two nondescript except for the photo studio. Yeah, there's certainly surveillance equipment. That cannot be a coincidence. And a baseball bat. And a pair of boots. Okay, I have no idea who that could be. Oh! Did we not see this guy in the conference room? Yeah, didn't we? I think that's one of those guys. Of course, this Deus Ex is obviously a conspiracy around the corner. Okay. Wow, I'm not breaking into here, that seems uncalled for, frankly. So let me guess, the guy waiting for us is indeed the murder suspect. So let's just introduce ourselves and see what we can do. Maybe not, okay, okay, I just can't help myself, I'm sorry, I'm just too curious. No one seems to mind around here anyway. Why stop now? At least for this assignment still.
Access granted.
At least gives us a good beat on the neighbors. And also explain why no one is talkative. Yeah, okay, this apartment is being renovated, I see.
How does this make any sense, you fucking garden tools? Wake up!
But doesn't look particularly suspicious, doesn't it? Not really. Not going to find anything of use here, I would figure. Yeah, nothing of particular interest in here because they're renovating this apartment. Interesting though, but not very useful information, wouldn't you think? Yeah, sometimes things look a little bit run down around here. But I guess it's him, so in case something happens, we keep our stun gun ready, just in case. Okay, I suppose with all the information we were able to gather, because I was unable to find the final piece of evidence at the crime scene, because, I mean, looking over there for 10 minutes off screen this episode is all I can do, frankly. Hello there, that's you presumably. Immediately I can see this entire room being filled with booze. And you're also drinking, and you've been drinking for the entire day, I would figure. But regardless, we're here to conclude our investigation, I'm hoping.
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home.
Yeah, we should knock next time, Adam.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
Well, you should know, right, shouldn't you? He doesn't seem to be overcome by grief, frankly. I can tell this much already. Then again, booze is involved. Yeah, okay, let's just be confrontational. Why not? You have a stun gun.
The one whose body they found torn apart by some animal.
She has a name, you know. Angie to those who knew her, Angela to you.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
Yeah, okay, so, Bertha, really? I didn't notice, frankly. Booze? PTSD, maybe? I mean, many augmented soldiers were serving with bell tower. Some augment against the will, if I don't misremember. I guess then we start with this. Yeah, but it's also pretty interesting, isn't it? No sign of grief.
You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death. She was your wife, wasn't she?
Ex-wife. We were divorced.
I was wondering about that, because why would she live here then?
Explain why you don't care?
Looks pretty random apartment.
Whether or not I care is between me and my memories of them. It's got nothing to do with you.
Yeah, obviously a good, yeah, talker here, Adam White, especially when it comes to people's grief. Yeah, don't accuse him of anything that I don't think it gets us anywhere. Really, come on.
What went wrong with your marriage? If you got divorced, then obviously something did.
Yeah, alcoholism, maybe.
Adults get sick of each other. The ones that don't are just pretending. Lock any two people in a room and they'll learn to hate each other sooner or later. It's the most natural thing in the world.
And you wonder why he was married multiple times.
And she held out as long as she did. You know, people say I'm not very easy to like.
You don't say.
Yeah.
So Angela left you, and you resented her for it.
Resented her? No. That's not who my resentment is directed toward right now.
You resent me? Because I'm trying to figure out who killed her?
Because you're treating me like a suspect. Because you're acting like you care more about her than I do. And mostly because you're the first human being to walk into my apartment and talk to me in almost a year. A year! And this is what we're talking about. I resent the situation.
Well, we have an alibi then, I see. Okay, so bell tower PTSD, I would figure, then we have an alcoholism problem, and he does certainly care about Angela. Interesting. I think it was an honest response to our question. I don't think he just made it up here. He was probably drinking himself. Yeah. Maybe not to sleep, but certainly trying to down the grief, so to speak.
Anything else come to mind about Angela?
At night, her hair used to get in my nose and make it itchy. It was annoying, but nice. Made me feel human.
How useful, thank you. Yeah, what about Bell Tower?
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
What the timer plan? The company collapsed, Adam. We don't want to be punched in the face, or worse, do we do? He probably also has some nanoblades himself. Yes, well, it certainly is a true statement.
I've gone up against them before. Seen a lot of them die.
Especially in Picus, right? In Montreal.
Yeah, well, guess that makes two of us. I was in New South Wales. I saw my share of dead.
Australia.
Oh, great. The Civil War of this again doesn't make any
Civil War.
sense.
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want. Anyway, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, we heard about this, so I certainly didn't misremember. Well, I suppose many of these former soldiers did, you know. But I guess we can press the point a
You've
little
had
bit.
a hard time adjusting to life after Bell Tower.
No more than anyone else.
BD, what about all the booze around here? Well, he just said what his alibi could be.
Where were you tonight?
I was out killing Angie. Doing whatever it is they did to her. That's what you think.
No, actually I don't. No, I don't think he is. He's a drunkard, and he has PTSD presumably, but I don't think it's the killer. I don't think it's him.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I just want to know what happened.
Why? If anyone should want to track down the person who killed her, it should be me. But I choose.
But you will end up in
not
prison
to.
if we don't find him,
Case
right?
closed.
You don't care if her killer is caught or not?
No, I don't. I don't get off on vengeance. I say, let the bastard stir in his own damn guilt. Men who kill, I think they do it to get attention. They want to be caught. They want society to spank them just like their daddies did. Now, the real punishment for something like this is living with what you've done.
That's not how it works.
Why not?
For one, finding this killer will ensure they can't do it again. Two, society has a right to protect itself. And three, where were you tonight?
In my apartment.
Drinking, yeah.
Alone. No one but the cockroaches can confirm or deny shit. Convenient, right?
I don't think he did, Adam. He just said as much. But if you met someone, but he just said there wasn't anyone in here for an entire year. So I don't think he received any visitors, or was looking for any visitors.
You sure you didn't go anywhere tonight?
I went to the bathroom. Twice.
Well, you do have a bathroom in your apartment. Okay.
I'm sure you won't mind.
It's not shared on the story, or floor, whatever you want to call it.
it.
Okay, so the conversation didn't exactly go very well, and we can also find some evidence to prove his innocence, I guess. Okay, but then we start looking, because I suddenly refuse to keep the overlays enabled, of course. Okay, we already talked about this, didn't we? Okay, plenty of boost back here. Adam. Oh, I don't think he would mind. Does he have this stuff delivered? Like, by people? Because if he doesn't leave his apartment, he should be absolutely fat as a matter of fact, right? Shouldn't he? Sitting on the sofa for the entire day.
Asshole! You can't go in there!
Really, I cannot take a leak? I think it's the bell tower cape, right? How about I close the door, right? Which is stupidly hinged on two sides again. Doesn't make any sense, frankly. Our doors don't work that way. Oh, what is that? Some sort of poem here. But I'm not very good when it comes to deciphering doors, just telling you right now. Yeah, that could mean everything and it could also mean nothing because it's poetry and he's obviously suffering from PTSD, so it could just be a reference to his time during Bell Tower, because the guy is stuck in the past, I guess, at least to a certain degree. But he does have some new pros, so we just leave it back here, I think.
The Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media.
Otherwise, I don't see anything out of the ordinary, but the guy evidently is preferring taking a bath to taking a shower. Okay, cockroaches. Apparently, they do live in your apartment. Yeah, but continue my train of thought. If he has a drug somewhere, we need to find some medicine around here for that, you know. I don't think we can. Otherwise, I only see booze and trash and cigarettes and open flames. Does it make for good viewing there, sir? Apparently, it does to you. I don't think we need that stuff. But apparently, we can take a look at the letters here. I don't see anything out of the ordinary other than the obvious PTSD and alcoholism.
Quit screwing around.
While the poem is circumstantial evidence at best here, I don't think it proves anything, neither his innocence nor his involvement in the murder, of course. Smoking in bed, not a good idea. You don't need the cash. And look at the ashtray back here. It's overflowing. Okay. It's pretty nasty. You should at least take out the trash, you know. If you're that lazy, just open the window and throw it down here like other people are doing in Prague. Can I notice your kitchen? Then stand up and do something about that. Okay, we saw the burger place. Apparently they also deliver. But if he doesn't leave his apartment, then maybe. And you should be washing dishes there. Nothing unusual in the trash. We don't need any additional booze, but thanks for the offer. Someone is armed, I see. Well, X-Bell Tower. I don't think it's the type of guy who should wield firearms. Okay, so what's it all about? Well, evidently that didn't work so well for him. Yeah, was that the case? I don't remember. Good thing we can check though. Was that the case? Okay, second breath, there we go. And it was also a female. Well, once again, it's circumstantial evidence at best. It doesn't prove anything. Nothing. Nada, as a matter of fact. So we found a poem and we found some chips here on the table. But I don't think it's going to these AA meetings any longer. And the apartment is like 80% booze, isn't it? I think it is. And unwashed dishes. So I don't really see any medication back here. Only some cleaning supplies and booze, and then some more booze. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it doesn't prove anything, right? Not a single bit, incidentally. Okay, well, maybe you can tell us something about these AA meetings.
Why are you still here?
Yeah, what about those?
These sobriety chips belong to you, right?
Some version of me that believed he could stop drinking. Yes.
The name of this AA group. I've seen it before. It came up in an old police report I looked at recently. A member was murdered not long ago. An augmented girl. Just like Angela.
Small world. Don't know if you've heard, but things aren't going so well for us Augs. A lot of us like to drink.
Angela's murder has the same MO. I'm willing to bet they were committed by the same person. So I have two victims, and I have you connected to both.
Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch there, Adam.
You got nothing. Survive long enough, and people around you start dying. I'm not celebrating the fact, but don't come in here trying to make me feel guilty about it either. It's got nothing to do with me. It's been ages since I went to an AA meeting, and I don't know anything about a murdered girl.
Yeah, I kind of believe that actually. Adam, come on. The poem doesn't prove anything either. Doesn't even any point of asking about that. It makes us look like a fool.
I'm sure you won't mind if I look around.
Whatever you say.
In terms of human cases and death toll, is an antibiotic-resistant strain of tuberculosis.
Okay, this Epstein, I believe they called it. It's not medication. And really shouldn't be. What I drink back here, I'm not sure.
as work begins in San Francisco.
Oh, okay. Well, he was bailed on a SWAT incident there. But if there's anything in here, I don't think I can find it. I'm sorry. Other than Adam being a vampire still. Yeah, okay. Well, of course, I'm just torturing myself by, yeah, not having the overlays enabled, of course. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing else here from what I can see, right? So I do believe we will be failing this assignment as well, at least when it comes to finding compelling evidence to prove his innocence. You don't have any EMP grenades by chance, do you, do? You think you do? Ja, na da, Botto under the bed here, possibly. Okay, that makes a rifle and a pistol here someplace. Oh, how are you supposed to see that without the overlays? I'm not sure, but we stumbled upon it by accident. Was good bedside reading, I guess. Okay, it is from somebody here in Prague. Dated. I can tell. Okay, so well, that's interesting. But what does it give us? I'm not sure. Oh, ask him about that. It's apparently compelling evidence, proving his innocence, I guess.
Where
I mean,
are you going?
how are you supposed to see that? I'm not sure. But we did regardless. That's good, I guess.
Why are you still here?
I found a note from your doctor. You lost your hands in New South Wales.
I got new hands in New South Wales, is the way they sold it to me.
Whatever else the killer did to her, Angela was strangled. Whoever did it left a
Well,
partial print
yes,
on her
Adam.
neck,
We don't need a report for
which,
this, don't we?
apparently, you're not capable of.
Fingerprints are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. You'll find not having them allows you to be so much more effective.
They did it so you can kill better.
That was the problem, right? Yeah.
Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
No, actually we don't. I think he's not the killer. I don't think he is. But we are sorry.
I'm sorry for what Bell Tower did to you.
Don't be. They gave me tools they wanted me to have. That it was in their interest for me to have. But the decision to use them, that was all me. Now, if you don't mind, I'd very much like to be left alone.
I don't think he's the murderer. I don't think so. But who could the murderer be then? I'm not sure. So back to Detective Montag then, I guess. Is there anything else we need to be doing in downtown? No, there isn't, right? Yeah, okay. I don't think we're ever going to find that last piece of evidence in this tiny back alley there someplace. That's not going to happen. But it was an interesting investigation up to this point.
Huh.
But we cannot conclusively prove his innocence then either, can we though? But maybe Montag will be satisfied with our findings. Maybe he knows something else, but I still believe he has the last piece of evidence in his pocket someplace. Yeah, who's the murderer then, if it's not him? So, poisoned, strangled, and an EP grenade at the same time. Who would do that? I'm not sure. Someone else who was an alcoholic maybe, but then again, do we know?
Like they did not see me.
Could be anyone, frankly. Okay, someone was wearing a coat. How could that be important? Didn't see anyone wearing a coat. Should be relatively rare, I guess, these days, but okay.
I will try to find her. Skin is crawling.
I thought it was around here somewhere.
I just cannot find it. Not without the overlays being enabled. I don't think that's going to happen.
I've got nothing else
Is someone
to
wearing
say.
a coat back here by chance?
You're
Even though it would be
dirty by
very
the coat.
circumstantial evidence. But our lady has disappeared. I wanted to look, maybe we could find something. I still think the bracelets could be important.
Can't trust anyone.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
Have we, Adam? I think you're pretty confident about this, right?
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
I would imagine. Certainly Radko didn't do it. Johnny also didn't do it. No, he didn't do it. None of these. Yeah.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
Yeah. Forget Johnny, it's someone else. Maybe I think we can prove his innocence potentially, but I don't think we can leap that far.
Look, I don't know who the killer is. I thought it might be Radko Perry at one point, that he was responsible for all this. But that was a dead end. Just like Johnny's a dead end.
What makes you so sure?
I don't like Radko, but I don't think he's a killer. My gut tells me he's all talk. Just a politician trying to make a career out of whatever's popular.
Forget Radko. I mean, why are you so sure it's not Johnny?
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
That's one way to put it.
That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Yeah, we didn't find it, of course.
Get over here.
Interpol.
It's time to wrap this up.
Yeah, well, at least an innocent person didn't end up in prison.
All right.
Or worse.
Let's call it a night. Get someone to pick her up.
What do we do about Johnny Gunn?
Forget him for now. Forget everything.
Sir?
I have no idea who did this, and neither do you. That may scare the shit out of me, and it may piss some people off, but it's the truth.
Yes, sir.
We tried to work with solid evidence, and that's what we came up with. I'm sorry.
Get me a damn coffee.
Yeah, I think it's time for coffee, baby. Okay, so leaves us with nothing except to head over to Switzerland then, I guess.
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet.
Nice of us, I guess.
Are there any leads?
We spent most of our time eliminating suspects. I still don't know who killed Angela.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
So I guess since Switzerland seems to be a one-way trip affair, at least for now, and we have taken care of all the stuff that can be taken care of in Prague for the moment, I guess then we check out the second DLC, which supposedly takes place after our return from Golem City. And this one involves Bridget, I believe. Oh, it's about the Palestine Bank again, I guess.
Jensen, as I tried to tell you before you cut me off, you need to be careful. It's a big facility with tons of server chambers. If you're thinking about exploring every one of them, looking for clues...
You want my help or not?
Just watch yourself, Jensen.
You and Nuclear Snake are making a run for the Blades. The most secure corporate archiving facilities in the world.
Jensen, I've been spotted. The AI core is cutting off my communications.
Okay, we're spoiling the story already, I see.
Shadow Child, I'm in.
If you extract the program from the data towers in this server, it should disable the system's hold on him.
Foreign virus detected. Destroying source.
Okay. So when we next time around, we don't watch the trailers, right? But they're part of the stories, what I guess. Okay, it's something about the Palisade Bank, and yeah, the video is just the goddamn trailer, right, for DLC. Okay, then we'll play it here, I suppose.
It's been a heck of a game so far. We're in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs, an 0-2 count rest on Detroit. Here comes the pitch. Fouled off, chased a wide one. 1-2 is the count. Detroit's game-winning run sits on third after pulling off a play for the history books. A risky double steal.
I know nothing about baseball. It's all lost on me.
Powerhouse all season, but Detroit has cracked their code. The runner on third is taking a generous lead off the bag. The pitcher throws over. It's bobbled. Runner's making a break for home. It's gonna be close. He's.
Good evening.
Francis.
Next time, put on the shirt, right?
Interrupting something, Jensen?
How'd you know where to find me?
I know you like to think you're off the grid these days, but I am the one who programmed your Infolink's GPL tracker.
Back when I used to work for Sarif. We don't work for Sarif anymore, Francis.
Be that as it
And
may.
I distinctly remember telling you never to ping my location again.
Except in an emergency. That's how I remember you saying it.
I think we did say exactly that.
When the rest of the world thought you were dead and I helped you get out of Alaska. In fact, I seem to recall you adding, and I quote here, "I really owe you one, Pritchard."
I don't recall saying it quite like that.
But I did. Maybe I'm just remembering, but then again.
That I need your help with. Tonight.
Kind of busy.
Yeah?
Investigating TF-29, I know. But if you help me with this, we're even. I promise.
The haircut has not seen any improvements there, Pritchard.
I've been hired to vet a company. A freelance job. Someone in Prague was helping me, but, he's gone radio silent.
You mean he stopped taking your calls?
I tracked the GPL signal on his phone to a bar named Zatopek. Now, I don't know if he's alive or dead. He could have been robbed or decided to get drunk. The only thing I know for sure is that he is jeopardizing my assignment.
Why do I get the feeling you're doing more than just vetting a company?
He goes by the name Slaw. I need you to find out what happened to him.
Send me the address of the bar.
Sure, but...
I was noticing that Adam was presenting his back to him, and Pritchard also wasn't looking anyone in the eye, just staring awkwardly onto the floor. Yeah, they have a great relationship apparently, so nothing has improved despite all of our attempts in Human Revolution. I'm riding the wrong train car because people are staring awkwardly at us. Because they're using these segregated carriages.
Jensen,
maybe not.
As I tried to tell you before you cut me off, you need to be careful. Zatopek Bar is in a pocket of Prague that doesn't take kindly to augmented people.
Yeah,
An alley
I see.
off Lemova Street. They're known to get violent there.
Are you warning me because you're concerned for my well-being, or because you need me for this job?
Both.
Just watch
Come
yourself,
on.
Jensen.
Come on, Adam, really? You're doing everything to antagonize this guy. At least our relationship isn't as artificially tensioned as with McCready, right? Okay, so we do start out with a combat rifle. Apparently, so it's also in a new approach than I see. Okay, interesting. Looks slightly cleaner. Slightly cleaner than some of the other metro stations. Marginally so. Ah, of course it's a new area, I'm sorry, so the shaders have to... Oh, really. Oh, I really wish the game would stop doing that. I don't need this shit, come on now. Really, every single time I have to adjust this, every single goddamn time. Okay, yeah, continue my train of thought. We have to wait for the shaders to be compiled every single time we enter a new area. Okay, nothing I can do about this, I'm sorry. It's just the nature of the DXVK rapper.
property bank?
The Palisade Blade Lady.
Then where the hell is the bank?
I do not know the exact stop. You have to look at the metro guide.
Thank you, officer. Is it confusing on purpose?
I do not know.
Yes.
I do not have the money to put anything in either of them.
Hello there. Problems getting around. Apparently also tourist, huh?
Blade and bank? I cannot be the only person confused by them.
Well, I think Blade was the code name, right, for Tavros providing security inside the Palisade Bank. And this one, well, doesn't look like the area we are familiar with around the Market Square. That's something else entirely. Yeah, this is a good look around. I don't think the cops are too talkative around here. The blades, okay, so, of course the blades. Okay, that must be that stuff hovering over the... Very fancy.
But they replaced them with kiosks after that shooting.
Yeah, oh, I remember hearing about that a few years ago. It was some augmented guy who went crazy or something like that, right?
No, it was a natural nutbag. You never know if someone in this city is just going to start shooting up a place.
I'm here on holiday. Please stop trying to get me paranoid.
Sorry.
But the problem is, of course, that the conversations start as soon as we enter an area. We have to race to all these people to overhear them.
Can't even trust the department.
Yeah, okay, well, just watch me, but don't do anything uncalled for their officers. I wonder how far away the red light district is from this area.
I know you love it here.
Yeah, it's one of those blades, isn't it?
The bombing was the final straw.
Já se na farmu vrátit nemůžu.
I am sorry. I do not want to be around augmented people.
Okay, well, that wasn't certainly directed at me, right? Okay, well, I do believe it's slightly further downstream, by the looks of it. Yeah, I think our other area was over here someplace, roughly speaking.
Wonderful, just wonderful. Word of advice, don't go hanging
Yeah,
around the red light.
that's always good advice. I would agree with that, sir. Closed, yes, but not to us, presumably, even though we're baby hacker right now, so anything goes. Let me guess, it's natural, it's only up here. And it's also closed, incidentally. Okay, a drunkard or someone a jumping ship, who could that be? I'm not sure. Restricted area and some apartments, huh? Blade in lobby. Wine store. Yeah, okay, which area are we talking about? Back here someplace in the restricted area. Okay, so we have to sneak our way into the restaurant because people hate our guts, I see. Maybe it's already closed and we're just breaking in.
Or have you considered not storing your ideas in a cloud? At least there would be no danger of them getting made into real movies.
Ha ha.
Okay, storing data in a cloud or something. Interesting. I also dig the design of the bicycles in this universe. But we set the officer, as long as they don't start shooting, I think I'm fine with that. Also homeless people in here, unsurprisingly. They're everywhere in Prague.
Tohle není to tak zlý. Některý dny jsou lepší než jiný, ale tak to
Yeah, you tell Adam, but thankfully we are not that low just yet. We're opening soon, okay, but that is a cafe of some type. Anything for sale, sir?
I'm sick of tourists.
Yeah, right, but of course you make a living out of tourists, aren't you? And of course these things, they aren't mutually exclusive then.
Bastard kisses as it gets ahead.
I really thought we would get to go inside. Maybe even see Yoshiro and Dalvar.
The Blade is like Fort Knox. They do not let people just walk in.
How can it be more secure than the vault, quotation mark?
It is where America keeps all of its gold. The information inside the Blade is priceless. See the guys with guns?
This area is off limits.
Yeah, they shoot to kill, of course.
We are moving.
See what I mean?
Yeah, don't try the patience. Hello there. Tavros, I see.
Please follow all security recommendations, sir, for your own health and well-being.
Yeah, I take the hint there, thank you. Okay, another vault that's even more important than the other one we broke into. Okay, and these have rail gear on 24/7, I see.
How are you?
Looks visually very impressive, of course. Must be fast at 22 already, I see, in the evening.
Enjoying the sights?
Yes, yeah, indeed, I'm enjoying my sights here. Thank you, officer.
Eva, Rakur's book is too boring.
Where did you stop?
The chapter about his thoughts on the Aug incident.
That is where most people stop reading.
It was so preachy. He really wants to be the savior, no?
I think he is sincere. The book gets better. I finished the whole thing.
Did someone pay you to do that?
No. An ex-girlfriend made me read it.
Yeah, he said of advice, if you don't like the book after the first 20 pages or so, just drop it. It's not worth your time. It's plenty of reading material, you know, at least when it comes to fiction. And yes, it's naturals only, of course. Ah, so they weren't joking about this, right? They even have some goons back here with guns to enforce that. That's great. And we're going exactly that way, aren't we? Of course we do. Well, of course there are always multiple ways to get to your objective in Deus Ex. Hello there, sir, with the fancy business suit. Yeah, no trouble, right? That's what I thought. Was in baby Adam can punch you in the face, I see. Our kleptomaniac ways once again get the better of us. But of course there's nothing of use in here. Speaking of which, what do we have in our possession right now? We have a rifle with one spare magazine and with a stun gun. Okay, that's not terrible, but something we should be hotkeying here, of course. Okay, so otherwise, in terms of augmentations, we have 13 praxis points we can use, 0 crafting powers, and 1 objective, of course. That is in the restricted area. Does Pritchard not know that we are not welcome there? I think he may not care anyhow. Okay, before we spend any points, we just see what's going on in the rest of the area. I'm going to use the combat rifle maybe, or maybe I can because this is technically a different area. But I like to play my Adam Jensen consistently. He's a law enforcement officer working for Interpol after his return from Golem City. Yeah, nightclub. Well, it is open. No, it's closed, of course. So there is indeed only one way to go in here in certain fashion. I guess we could make it happen. Depends if the cops are looking or not. Hacking, of course, could be essential. Random apartment building. The Deus Ex logo on the mouse pad, you know, from the original game. All this fancy. I guess this could be useful. Okay, was security level 1 apparently is part of the Palisade Bank. Why? I'm not sure. That would explain this though. This is one way only, right? So we cannot. Well, I guess it's 5 attempts, so we just get going. And yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah, there we go, fantastic. That's what I thought, but thankfully this computer is not connected to anything. So what do we have in here? Also level... No, we can't make it happen, right? Okay, that's what I thought. So I suppose at some points we'll go into that right away. Because being a baby hacker in this game, it's usually in that end, essentially. Yeah, but he's stealth hacking, right? 13 points, we could try something else. We don't have to use the hacking minigame angle, of course. 45 is next to useless, to be frank. Buys you a couple of seconds at most. Okay, so there's a couple of them. We need those, at least to level 3, I think. Otherwise we will be completely defenseless here. Turrets and cameras we could potentially avoid in some fashion, I think. Otherwise, fortification not important. I don't need a stinking social enhancement mod, which apparently is already unlocked, video. Oh, that's too bad. More tagging. Well, what else available? Focus enhancement. It gives us a bullet time, essentially. Well, depends on what we can do here. Yeah, alright, well, we start by hacking this here, I think. Should be manageable, maybe. What's important about this apartment building? Well, I guess it's only one way to find out, wouldn't you think? Oh, didn't time that quite properly, did I, though? Okay, management of this apartment building, I would presume.
Anomaly detected.
Whatever. Let's go for it, please. Yeah, alright. So it was slightly easier, but not super easy by comparison. Okay, manager, these apartment buildings, unpronounceable Czech names. Really? Really? Well, of course, it's just a coincidence. Otherwise, nothing stands out to me. Okay, so someone wants to keep their privacy inside apartment free A and free B. Okay, Peter Banks. No idea, just an ordinary tenant around here. I suppose painkillers could be useful. Even the important plans of this triangle logo. Okay, so hopefully no one binds around here. And some debris here on the bottom of the... it looks like shards to me. What happened here? I'm not sure. Alright, this is indeed just the way to get over here. Did I see a sniper? Really? They're enforcing the new augmentation ban with snipers? Maybe I didn't see this correctly.
I would never associate with someone like that now. She's an old friend.
Oh, it doesn't concern us right now, of course. Hello there, sir. Just passing through. Ah, this is the only door with a keycard combination. Never one only. But I suppose, does it give us roof access? Maybe? I don't think it will, right? Well, we had something of interest about this, but I don't think it's anything we need to follow up right now. Only electronic security system in the entire building. The only one.
To a friend of a friend, not friends with anymore.
I'm telling you, if that augmented pickpocket ever shows its face in here, I will put a bullet through it myself. Rid the world of Augs, one piece of shit at a time.
I would love to see that. See it plastered all over Pike's News for everyone to see.
What are you talking about? Sammy's dad is the only place for real news. Do not tell me you listen to that mainstream bullshit.
I do. They know what they are talking about. That Lazarus guy sounds like he is making shit up most of the time.
Pikes is part of everything going on. They are trying to control you and influence public opinion.
You are starting to sound like one of those crazy conspiracy nuts.
Wow, this happens when you read underground newspapers written by conspiracy nuts.
Believe Eliza Kazan's twisted lies.
It's the news. You are paranoid. The world is not one big conspiracy, you know.
Well, Deus Ex it is actually.
It is hundreds of them.
Okay, and they do what exactly? I'm not sure. Okay, well, okay. They seem to be hostile though, I think. Yeah, that's what I thought, right? Oh. Okay, good start here, Adam. Yeah, I don't think it's going to end very well for us, right? Now, there we go. Sniped to death. Fantastic. Okay, I was listening to the conversation and these fucking people. Great. Fantastic.
Here, I will put a bullet through it myself.
Yeah, well, you did that. Or the sniper did, I'm not quite sure.
I would love to see that.
Of course it happens if you wait for these conversations to finish and then the people move around.
What are you talking about? Sammy's dad is the only place for real news. Do not tell me you listen to that mainstream bullshit.
I do. They know what
Why is there sniper up here? This entire setup doesn't make much sense to be frankly. But since we know they shoot to kill, should just knock them out. How many stun gun does do we have? Only 5, huh? Of course, doesn't deal with the sniper, but he should be a gunner, I think.
How are we even friends?
Yeah, why indeed? He shouldn't have any friends for shooting people in the streets for no fault on their own. That's disgraceful, lady. Absolutely disgraceful. And where was the pub again? I do see some sewer access someplace. Okay, this area is pretty extensive. Okay, so it's not marked directly, I think. But it is in here someplace, they say. Okay. Conveniently, we're looking right at it.
Exactly. It is hundreds of them.
Yeah, we should teach these ladies a lesson, maybe. Maybe. Okay, so fantastic. Well, let's see what's going on. We're not welcome here officially, so are we though? But at least these people don't shoot to kill right away. That's something. Naturals only, yes. Wow, we're not even trying to hide our augmentations, of course.
Excuse me.
You have some set of balls, Clank.
Yeah.
How the fuck
I recognize the t-shirt incidentally.
This is how you greet all potential customers?
You are not a customer. You are just a walking kitchen appliance.
You might want to rethink that statement. I'm with Interpol, and I'm looking for someone who's a regular here.
Interpol, huh? They giving your kind badges now? I have several regulars. Maybe you can be more specific.
He goes by the name Slaw.
Yeah, I know him. If he's still here, he's downstairs. After you're done, whatever business you have with him, get the fuck out.
Oh, I will be more than happy to, sir. More than happy to get out of here as soon as possible. Yeah, don't create a scene, Adam. That's a good idea. Don't bother the other drinkers in here. Maybe. We already got killed here once. Yeah, we die in like 3 shots in this game. Hey, on medium difficulty.
Watching that. Due to their involvement in an ongoing securities fraud investigation.
Oh, you are in the wrong bar, Og.
So we've heard,
I'm looking for someone named Slaw.
This be me, but I no do business with robots.
I'm here on behalf of someone you know from Detroit.
Kurva, he sent the robot. I told him I no do job. He no listen. Here, take this and go. It worthless now. It be flagged missing and no can be reprogrammed. It open nothing now.
Wait a minute, back up. What are you talking about? What is this?
That is Palisade Passport. It be combination employee card and VPN key. It let your boss make remote connection to protected servers inside Palisade Blade.
He needed a virtual private network key for a vetting job.
Vetting? I don't know what this mean. The job be more like heist of most secure corporate archiving bank.
Oh, Kuja has been up to something, I see.
He to go inside server room and make connections so he can look at files using Passport.
Yeah, I see. And how were you supposed to get inside the bank?
I work there. With clean Passport, I go places inside. But if I go to wrong place, all the robots and guards come kill me. I no want it to be die like Simona Saridakis.
Who?
She be first engineer killed inside. The Blade make update to defense system.
We read about this, didn't we?
Wait. He getted you to do job for him? Ha! If you are human, I try stop you. Blade is death trap and I care for human life. But because you are dirty robot, I say go.
He's honest at least, right?
Kill yourself. At the end of day, no one will care.
Okay, we should just walk away probably. Okay, that's a bit... I don't think it's our Adam here. I don't think appeasing him will do anything. Just walk away.
See you around, asshole.
Yeah, I think that's what we should be doing.
I found Slaw. He backed out of your little bank heist.
Heist? Jensen, you understand he's being dramatic, right? Nothing's being stolen. Did he give you anything?
Yeah, something called a
Technically, we copy data, we don't steal it, right?
Don't, Jensen! Look, there's a Converse cafe being built in your area, near the shoreline.
Yeah, we saw that, right? Didn't we? Are they
Activate
in?
their holographic system, and I'll explain everything.
Okay. Let me guess, one of those should lead to the sewers, right? Okay, so very lovely. What a nice evening here in the city. Apparently it's past 22 already. For fuck's sake, I would like to punch this guy in his stupid face right now. And again, we have other places to be, don't we? Ignore that stupid kind of way out incidentally, right? Sneak our way out of here yet again. But the sniper should be gone ideally, right? I mean... well, we do know there's a ladder back here, but otherwise there's the restaurant and we can go through the apartments again. Well, maybe we come back later. But I don't want to catch another bullet to the face ideally.
What? Since when is this guy your boss? Since never. He started working.
Yeah, and we only have like 5 stun gun darts, so I don't think it's a good idea to use them here on these low lives.
So, what did you do about it?
What do you think? I broke his nose in 3 places.
Yeah, definitely boasting about their accomplishments, right?
Shut him up.
At least until his face heals. He is lucky he's not augmented. I would have killed him on the spot.
Yeah, so you can kill augmented people without any repercussions in this universe, apparently. Okay, then, lady. You asked for it, you get it. To the face. There you go. How does it feel getting punched in the face, right? And we incidentally also need some ammo, don't we? Okay, the sniper is now angry, apparently, but I couldn't care less here, frankly. Okay. But I do care, certainly, because he killed me the last time, I believe. Yeah, okay. 1 sniper and 2 goons here on the streets shooting at anyone who looks suspicious at them. Isn't that a delight? I think it deserves it, frankly. Call it, yeah, a public service again. I think we should. It's also funny, incidentally.
Anomaly detected.
This is really tedious, I'm sorry. Despite all of our upgrades, of course. Okay, get this here, please. Quickly.
Access granted.
I doubt they would even try to do anything.
Yeah, only one guy is searching. Is the stupid idiot upstairs here with a sniper rifle. Yeah, I'm not using any stun gun darts on these lowlives here, frankly. Adam, you idiot. Come on. What's full of stuff here? Yes, okay. Let's just see. Oh, 2 more people. Okay, a couple more dudes inside here after also would appear. Okay, then. It's pretty funny though when you think about it, but the circumstances are also tragic. But in terms of gameplay, it's funny regardless. Okay, then. But I guess we come back later for these ladies. At least we know how to get through here now, of course. Okay. Really, it's an open zone in here. Unbelievable. Even for Prague, that's quite something. Very impressive looking building, if I do so myself.
There are so many cops in
And
Prague
Pritchard has
now.
set up a shop in here.
The same exact thing. Too many of them everywhere.
More cops doesn't equal more safety.
Damn right. All those security checkpoints, and still there was a bomb.
Maybe.
Oh, because it was by design, you know. That would be the reason. I don't really see anything of interest because it looks like a conference call type of situation. And it's level 2, so we couldn't even hack in here. There must be another way to take them, presumably. This time around we go for the security system itself, I think.
Anomaly detected.
Yeah, we should be able to do this here, right? Maybe not.
Initiated.
I think there's plenty of time.
Access
Yeah, no
granted.
problem. Close that door so at least the sound stays inside. Yeah, interesting. I think it's in the basement, I would presume. So it's still partially official, at least when the inspectors come through here, I would think. It's also part of the Palisade computer network. It's interesting. I wonder why that would be.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
$700 million. Who is writing that? Okay, it's about a franchise chain here. That would explain why they have so much cash flow involved. For a single cafe, that would be outrageous amount of money. Okay, so we're just hacking into the system apparently. Okay then. Wow, I guess that's Pritchard's way of communicating with us. It's probably not the most secure system in the entire city. So we are continuing our trend of breaking into random people's apartments. Menu guide. Okay. Oh, this makes some sense when you think about it.
Well, you certainly took your time. Getting slower
Really?
in your old age?
People were trying to kill us, sir.
Let's cut the small talk, Pritchard. What exactly have you gotten yourself into?
It's not as bad as you think. My client, that freelance job that I told you about.
Go on.
You've heard of the Santo Group, haven't you? The European mega corporation that built...
The Utilec complex, Prague's Og Ghetto. Yeah, I've heard of them.
We've been here
Then
ourselves.
you probably know they're building another complex for Augs in Oman. Only this one's a city, and it's being hailed as a desert paradise.
I'm up on current events, Francis.
Well, my client is considering a partnership with Santo. But before going all in, he wants to know two things. Is Rabia feasible? And is the mysterious group that you're trying to stop also...
Are you working for Seraph? He was also trying to invest there, right?
Thought that might grab your attention. To know for sure, though, I need to get a look at some digital files stored inside the Palisade Blade. On servers leased to Santo, Slaw and his passport were going to help me do it, until he chickened out. So you see, Jensen, I really don't intend to steal anything. At least not on my own.
Your haircut looks terrible, mate. Terrible. Yeah, well, it's technically true, isn't it? Both of these are. Yeah, we know exactly who that is, right? It's Seraph.
You're right. This isn't a bank heist. It's corporate espionage. The kind of thing your client used to pay us to prevent.
I never said David Sarah.
Yeah, well...
You didn't have to.
Fine. I'm sure Sarah would be willing to pay
Oh,
you
fantastic.
too if that's what you want. But I would have thought you'd do it on principle.
It's not about the money, sir.
You are the one who's obsessed with elites and their secrets.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that the Palisade Blade is so full of them. Its owners are willing to kill to keep people out. I'm sure Slaw mentioned the defenses.
Yeah, he did.
He might have said something.
The grounds and offices are patrolled by Tarva security services. And wherever the human guards don't go, there are automated defenses. The best automated defenses money can buy. Anyone detected in an unauthorized zone risks getting killed on the spot, as several employees have discovered.
How many deaths have there been?
The bank owners pay off the families and keep the details out of the papers, so it's difficult to say. The only one they've publicly acknowledged was the first, an engineer named Simona Saradakis. They used her death to promote their security systems, if you can believe that.
And I bet it paid off for them.
It increased their client base by at least 20%. Look, Jensen.
Scrupulous
It's safe to
corporation
say
is
this
what
was
Alice
far
knew.
more than just parkouring through a few lasers. The passport Slaw stole for us.
There is no us here, Pritchard. Slaw says the passport's been flagged. It can't be used because it can't be reprogrammed.
Slaw's knowledge of the hacking world is limited. There's maybe 50 people out there who can reprogram it. I'm one of them, of course.
Of course.
But another one is much closer to you. A friend and fellow hacker who goes by the handle
Shadow Shard, I remember that.
She knows me as...
Yeah, and we also know that, of course. From the
Why
Revolution.
do I feel like I'm in the middle of a bad screenplay you've written?
Okay, look. I can tell you're still on the fence about this. Just bring Shadowchild the passport, and if you really don't want to go any further, I'll find somebody else. Please?
Ja, weit. Okay, we'll find out, presumably.
Alright, fine. Give me her address.
Apartment 3,
Ah,
33.
how convenient.
It's just minutes away from your current location. You won't regret
We'll explain the electronic keycard there.
I'll let her know you're coming. But seriously, think about this opportunity, Jensen. Getting in the Blade could result in a mother lode of information on the people you are really after.
We'll see.
Okay, nice talking to you, Pritchard. I really did miss this guy. He has an attitude, but he was a pretty trustworthy companion. Okay, and anything else we can learn here? Hopefully didn't leave any protocol entries, you know. It was an ordinary bar here being set up in Prague. Seems to be the first franchise cafe in the city. In the entire country, for that matter. How convenient that we were able to use it, wouldn't you think? Fancy. I really dig the atmosphere of the Prague at night, if only it wasn't so bleak. I mean, the theme, of course. Hello there.
No trouble.
Yeah, no trouble, right?
The British guards do not like it when people get close, especially Augs.
Yeah, the Tabos fellows, right? Yeah, to protect and to serve. Speaking of which. Who are you? I'm not sure.
This place does feel creepy in the evening.
Yeah, it certainly looks safer than downtown even. Never mind the stumps, I can tell you that much at least. Okay. Well,
that company kills its own workers. Hey, you don't look like you are from around here.
But gave it away.
You should know the truth about the Palisade Corporation.
Yeah, what truth is that?
The billionaires who own it killed my wife in there. Surely you have heard the name Simona Saridakis.
Several times, actually.
Good. The more you hear, the better. Because Palisade spent millions to bury the truth. There was no investigation of the crime scene. No real justice for my family. Simona worked there for years, and they called her a thief. Then they used her dead body to promote their security features.
Yeah, we know how Tabos operates, right? After playing for the first DLC. We also learned something about the Palisade operation already.
I'm sorry.
We can ask about this, of course.
But you said there was no investigation after she died. Why not?
Privacy laws make it illegal for the police to go inside the computer rooms. That's where those billionaires said she was killed. So all the police could do was examine Simona's workstation and emails, look at Intellicam footage, and perform an autopsy.
Not a lot to go on. What did the footage show?
Nothing! They showed Simona walking down some corridors and entering a computer room. But it did not show what happened inside. They said the security systems only kill someone if they walk in forbidden zones.
We read something about a security incident that was caused by a robot malfunctioning. Yeah, what was her job?
Why would Simona be inside the computer rooms? What was her job?
She was a senior engineer. She worked on the defensive systems.
So the traps that killed her, she would have known all about them?
Yes, exactly. She was working directly with Oshiro, helping him design security programs. He always gets credit for the lava wall, but much of it was her work too. So many years they worked together. Why would she steal? It makes no sense.
Well, we wouldn't be able to judge, of course. Well, not directly, I presume.
I assume when you say the billionaires, you mean the Palisades founders. Why do you hold them responsible?
On the day she died, Simona said she found something strange that involved her boss, Masaki Oshiro. She wanted to tell me more, but I was upset. We'd had a fight, and I wasn't ready to listen. I told her to tell me after work, but she never came home.
Did you tell the investigators what she said?
I did! They ignored me! They said it's not related to the investigation! They said my wife was a thief! She was not a thief!
Okay, I'm sorry for your loss, friend.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mr. Saridakis, but unfortunately, I have to get going.
I understand. Most people just ignore me. But you listened. I hope I changed your mind about the palisade.
We don't have to, we already know.
It is a symbol of how the rich and powerful get away with everything, including murder.
So what happens inside the vault stays inside the vault, right?
The palisade blade is a graveyard.
Yeah, something like that.
Lovely city, yes?
Oh, what do you for the non-augmented right now?
Here we go.
Oh, I don't think we were here before, right?
My job is killing me. You have me on call all week.
Yeah, I don't really want to hear it, sir. Everyone has their own problems. And we have a job to do this night, presumably, this very night. It's a good thing we did this before heading out to Switzerland. Hello there. No, it was 3A, wasn't it? So why do we have to break in here now? Okay, to prove our worth, I guess, maybe. Something like that. Now that makes a lot of sense, of course.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Yeah, why are we breaking into his apartment when we are expected? I'm not sure.
Pritchard, I thought you told your friend I was coming.
I was wondering about that right now.
Apartment, but nobody seems to be home.
That doesn't make any sense. I can see she's online right now. She has to be there somewhere. Keep looking.
Is it not a computer system? Probably is, right? I would figure. Oh, they are washing some laundry, but then again, doesn't mean anything necessarily. It's not conclusive whatsoever. Well, someone was eating something, so we're talking about a human being. Maybe. Debatable though. Not quite sure what exactly, but not sure. What are we overlooking? The Market Plaza here, this little district of theirs. Really, that stupid bear again. Is that where the bear fur came from? Maybe, huh? Interesting thought, but of course not directly connected to this DLC, I would presume. This is not an investigation of ours. Okay, paper clips. And some entire stack of documents. Not sure what that could be. And please turn off the radio. Thank you very much. Okay, so not everything was the digital for these people. Interesting pillows there, lady. I don't like that. Yeah, I think we're walking straight into yet another ambush. Probably. Otherwise, I don't see any easily identifiable features here, other than the surveillance equipment. Which, of course, you cannot use. It was pointed directly at the apartment across the street. Maybe? Could be. Wow, the only lead I can see here is, whatever that is, I'm not sure. Some advertisement they put in the mailbox down below. A TV and a computer, which is locked, of course. Okay, well, we have a dame, we have a computer, and that's all we have. So, I guess.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Maybe it was their real name, could be. She was also writing some literature. Yeah, the Augmentation Incident affected everyone in the entire world in one way or another. Yeah, what was Hidero thinking? That monster. There was no justification for what he did, nothing. I said as much a human revolution why during our standoff there. Oh, apparently a connoisseur of fine wines, I guess. At least the contact is. So we are travelers, so we're only living here for some time, maybe in a couple of months at most. Okay, a keycard for something. Apparently we can also come over the balcony, I guess, if we really wanted to. Seems to be a recurring contact of theirs. Interesting, but doesn't tell us where she is, of course. Maybe this is old information because there's no timestamp and she's already on a plane someplace. I'm going to be at the studio tonight, but where is that studio? Doesn't tell us, right? Maybe that door? Studio? I have no idea where it could be. Okay, friends, I don't think you're going to believe this, but despite me looking over this entire apartment for like 20 times and also racing my way across the entire level, well, eventually I was able to hack into this storage locker, and we did get a shotgun as well as some frag nets for our trouble and also some crafting parts, I believe. But this area over here with the camera pointing at, no idea how to get over here. Yeah, so evidently, well, we can get on top of the wine shop, but not the same area, I believe. And this apartment, no clue whatsoever. We cannot jump there. It's inaccessible from street levels, so I guess. That's great. So the other passcode we have for this apartment of theirs, no, from the bad guys, is also useless, I guess. Maybe. And yes, I also ventured into the wine cellar, but there was nothing of interest back here, except for lots of wine, of course. Yeah, where's the apartment? No idea whatsoever. Cannot find it. It's not accessible from street level, and jumping this is impossible because the wires cannot support our weight, of course. So it must be in this apartment, yes. So I was looking at the walkthrough for this, much to my disgrace here, frankly. And they were telling me there is a painting in the bedroom we have to interact with. But as you can see, I have the overlays enabled right now. And I'm looking at all the paintings. Every single painting, I'm clicking very hard back here. And there should be a key panel behind it somewhere. This thing, really? Okay, you come into the room. You look back here, and you're telling me this is the area you're going to stumble upon, really? Seriously? What type of game design is that? And I think we've been managing quite well up to this point without any overlays. That's just disgraceful. I'm sorry. I was supposed to see this. And I wasted so much time running across the entire sector, by the way. Unbelievable. Okay, well, then hopefully we can at least get our keycard reprogrammed for this recording session before we even do anything else. There's that fucking thing. Unbelievable. Disgraceful. Disgraceful. Yeah, so what unlocked? Probably this door, I would figure. Indeed. Nice studio you have here, sir. Lady, of course, I'm sorry. Not expecting any visitors, I see.
I wouldn't move right now if I were you.
Nanoblades don't help against turrets, Adam, I think, right? Don't bother.
Mr. Jensen.
Shadow Child?
Lucky for you, Nuclear Snake told me you were coming. Though clearly you're much more skilled than he led me to believe.
Bullshit. That stupid painting.
Clearly he left out a few details about you, too.
Oh, evidently, yes,
So,
Adam.
You need my help reprogramming something. Something that is supposed to be both time-sensitive and very exciting. Are you joking me?
I take it you know what this does.
You're making a run for the blade? Nuclear Snake must be working for someone with really deep
of course
pockets.
you know exactly, but we keep the
Since
secret.
Fight is missing, can you reprogram the security codes?
Can I reprogram it? There are only 10 hackers in the world who can. and I'm two of them.
Wasn't it 50? Another conversation?
This is going to take a few minutes. You can wait outside.
Sure, why not? Let's have a drink after all this headache here with the goddamn paintings and whatnot. Video got on my nerves, I'm sorry. What about that spying angle? Is that even relevant?
There you go. One healthy passport.
What do you get out of the deal, lady?
You do realize this little thing is impossible to get a hold of outside of the Blades. I would love to know how you did it.
Well, it's pretty simple, right?
Our mutual friend paid someone who works there to steal it.
Really? Who? Was it Amer? Santella? Slow. It was Slow, wasn't it? Ah, that racist little alcoholic said he would do it for a big price. We can use this against him.
Yeah, against him? Yeah, tip of blackmail.
We?
Come on. You and Nuclear Snake are making a run for the Blades.
Don't yell so
the most
loud, dear
secure
lady.
corporate archiving facilities in the
Echoes in the entire
world.
courtyard.
Rippers like me have been trying to break through their lava walls for years, just to get a peek of what's on those servers. You got to let me help.
You seem pretty eager. And judging by those camera feeds I saw on your monitors, a bit fixated on the Blades. Why?
Because information is power, Mr. Jensen. Governments, megacorporations, and the ultra-rich know this better than anyone. Before the Blades were built, people could force them to be transparent. Get a court order, file injunctions, and when all else failed, hire rippers like me to hack a server and release their secrets anonymously on the internet.
Ripper? That's what we're calling hackers these days?
A very skilled, very specialized kind of hacker. Regardless, fear of getting found out kept many a would-be powermonger in check. Not anymore. Now, any company, politician, trillionaire or zillionaire with a vault in the Blade sleeps comfortably, knowing Masaki
Yeah, it's not quite ethical, is it though? But legal in the Czech Republic, I see. Yeah, do you have some beef with the CEO by chance? Yeah, what makes them different? I think they hack directly into the systems right with their augmentations or something like that.
Tell me more about these specialized hackers of yours. What makes them different?
You've heard of the neural subnet, NSN machines?
I've had some experience with them.
Rippers use a black market version to enter a 3D representation of a server's subnet cloud. We
I guess the breach mode, right?
Download it,
great.
and leave before the server's defenses stop you.
Kind of like a smash and grab robbery.
No, Mr. Jensen. That's what thugs do.
I
This
take
is
offense to
data
that.
extraction. Real Rippers do it to expose the truth and keep the powers that be from exploiting the masses.
While making a little money on the side.
One must earn a living. It doesn't mean my heart isn't in the right place.
2 point.
Masaki Oshiro. This isn't the first time I've heard that name tonight.
Of course it isn't. He's the Palisade Bank's CTO. He and his wife, Ashani Talwar, own the corporation. She runs it, and he designs and oversees all of its defenses.
Okay, there must be chief technical officer.
Apparently you don't
It's
like
not
him
the
very
office.
much.
I hate him.
Because he's good at what he does?
Because he's an arrogant little shit who's made himself look like a hero to the corporate world, while secretly hiring assassins to take out Rippers like me. A lot of people have died because of that man.
Oh. I was unaware of that angle. I thought it was just shady. Corrupt, but not a murderer. I mean, indirectly, you know what I mean. Very scrupulous kind of guy. Let me guess he will be our bad guy for this DOC.
So you're a hacker
Yeah,
with a cause.
maybe.
Got it.
I'm more than that. I saw the malware you hid on that passport.
But malware, I didn't hide anything.
Pritchard
The
is
Nuclear
excellent
Snake
hacker,
paid
isn't
Slaw
he?
to do it for him. Either way, it's a fine piece of code. But it will only work if you actually get inside the server chamber and plug into it. I've studied the Blade. I know a lot about its defenses. I can help.
Well, she's doing it for the cause, I guess, but also partially for money. I guess we can spare some once all is said and done. Malware BD, is it hidden by Pritchard? What is it all
I want to
about?
know more about this malware you found. What's it do?
Creates a temporary backdoor through the Blade's lava wall. Far as I can tell, it will embed itself on a server as soon as you plug the passport in.
Yeah, next time around we talk maybe
Rippers
inside the
have been
apartment,
trying
you know,
to
on
punch
the
their way
balcony.
through that lava wall for years. But all this time, we've been looking for weaknesses from outside the system. Nuclear Snake's trying a different approach.
You're sure he wrote it?
Like I said, it's a fine piece of code. I recognize his signature.
Yes,
but
he's
ask him
scared.
yourself if you want to be sure.
No need, I think.
I don't doubt you can help, but just what did you have in mind?
For starters, I know someone who works in the Blade's lobby. Palisade doesn't know it, but they have a Ripper named Baba Yaga 50 working the night shift.
And you think he'd be willing to risk his job and jail time for something like this?
Our cause is bigger than that, Mr. Jensen. You're trying to screw over the company that all Rippers hate. Getting you in there is a chance you'll take, but after that, you'd be on your own. Palisade has a strict no-OGS policy.
Oh, interesting.
I'll keep that in mind, should I decide to go any further with this. Right now, it's best you assume that I won't.
My lips are sealed. I know how dangerous this is, and I don't want to end up another one of Oshiro's tragic accidents.
Meaning?
Just do a little digging. You'll find out. Simona Saridakis, all the Rippers who died. The Palisade Bank will stop at nothing to protect its secrets. And until someone gets inside and uncovers the truth, they'll continue to get away with it.
I need to get going. Our mutual friend will be checking in any minute now.
Say hi to Nukes for me. And, in case you do go in, maybe you could put this on Leona Rosolova's desk. She's the head of engineering inside the Blade. Her office is on the 3rd floor.
Technically, I'm not going in, but I don't think that will happen. Adam, you will change your mind, presumably. Okay, sure. I don't really care about the, personal relationship between these two people.
I'll take it, but I can't make any promises, since technically I'm not going in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And now you should be on your way.
Indeed.
I reprogrammed the passport in half the time it would have taken our mutual friend to do it, but even so, he's not a patient guy. Be careful in there, Mr. Jensen. Some of those server chambers are equipped with next-gen heat sensors. They'll detect body heat even if your cloaking AUG is active.
Well, that means it's useless then, I would think.
Who says I have a cloaking AUG?
Who said you're going in? Call me if you get into trouble.
Okay, well, we didn't activate it right now. It's just available in case we need it. Or decide to.
Pritchard, I found Shadow Child. She reprogrammed the passport.
And?
And I guess I'm doing this.
It won't be easy, you know. It's a big facility with
Oh
tons
boy,
of server
Ben.
chambers. If you're thinking about exploring every one of them, looking for clues...
You want my help or not? I'll reconnect when I'm inside the Blade. Jensen out.
Okay then, so how do we get in here? No idea whatsoever. How do we get over here? Maybe there's an idea. Okay, so we do get the praxis point. Yeah, 1 praxis point indeed. Isn't that lovely? Figurine. Righty then. Okay, so now we take a look-see because it could be accessible, and I can also show you 2 possible entry avenues into the Palisade Blade, which I found by accident more than anything else just looking around. And the shotgun was certainly useful, but then again, against robots, it's next to useless, I would presume.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go indeed, right? Yeah, why else would she be pointing that thing over here? I'm not sure. No idea, but I don't think we can get over here that way. As you can tell, these are certainly on the roof, but not the same thing. And I do believe my angle with the trash bin also didn't work. I don't think we're getting over here very easily. Yeah, no way, right? Probably not. No matter how hard we try. Whatever. I don't think we can make it happen, but down here there is of course a ladder on this side which you can barely see in the darkness. And we can of course make ourselves immune to electricity right about now. And back here we have ladder available leading to the roof someplace. Okay, speaking of which, let's just review objectives and then decide what we want to do next episode, because it took way too long off screen here to figure out what we should be doing with the stupid painting of theirs. So apparently we need 4 clues for this inside the facility itself. Alright. This apparently is optional. That's interesting. Is this information reliable? We don't know. Okay, so well, President said it could take some time, and we already found 2 avenues, make that actually 4, because we can talk our way through the lobby, we can knock out the guy on the other side, I believe, or we can use the ladder, or we can go down below here. All of these options are available to us, I think. Also falling to our doom, of course. Well, let's just see how bad it looks down below. Electricity is kind of harmful, and if you had more crates about, we could probably also defog our way to that panel over here, which no doubt exists, right? Yeah, there it is in the background. Well, it is an option, of course, but how do we get to the roof angle? I have no idea. Okay, so we put it on the to-do list, theoretically. Yeah, how do we get up here?
I have no idea.
We would need multiple crates and also the jumping augmentation to make that feasible, I think. Yeah, injustice, right? Especially the painting angle is all injustice. Well, that seems to be the most promising one. Leg augmentation, then we need a couple of crates, but I'm not sure there are many crates around here. It's not the slums, of course. Yeah, it should be a stealth infiltration if we blast our way through the front door. That's not going to give us anything. Then we have this dude back here we can knock out, no doubt, right? Maybe. I'm sure there are some other weaknesses we can find if we take a good look around. Can we maybe go for a swim by chance? Probably not, I would figure. Probably not, I would say. Okay, but all the searching around took an eternity off screen, I assure you, because I didn't want to resort to a walkthrough. But I had to do after all because I came up empty-handed repeatedly, like 20 times, you know. Okay, I do believe that we continue our adventures next episode and see how we can enter the Palisade Blade here in one way or another. But I think it's all we can do for today, so as usual, I think you're watching, and I hope to see you next time.